How's it going? We are. It's been so long. I swear, if it's not one thing, it's the other. But now we're finally back, and we are talking about the Waterbending Scroll, and it's going to be so much fun. Oh my goodness, look, everyone's saying hello to each other. We have a community, y'all.
Look at that.
This is adorable. I love it so much. But how was your time off, Brandi?
You know, it's been a ride.
Oh.
But I did miss this.
Yeah.
When I went to go rewatch the episode for this week, I was like, I don't even remember what episode we're supposed to.
It's all just one big story, right?
Yeah. I was like, well, where are we? And I kind of thought that we were gonna watch Jet. And then it was like Waterbending Scroll. And I was like, oh yeah. Okay. We can do this.
The spite for Jet. It is totally going to happen. Also, it says Brandi's mic is really low. Mine might just be really hot. So I'll even it out, see if that works out. Because mine has a volume knob. And I have no idea how to use it. So I think it's probably on my end.
Well, I don't know. I can go into my settings. Why is it always me that has the technical difficulties?
Also, hello, Brianna. Hello, Rapunzel and Louise. Yeah, Woo Fancy, $60 kit, get you on Amazon. And as long as it actually has sound, I'm okay with it. Let's see. Well, how were you guys when we were all away? Put it in the comments. Want to know? We've been, it was about a month since our last stream, so now we're back at it again.
Yeah, I think it's only been 3 weeks.
You'd want to gain knob, Katie. Volume should be for your headset.
Check it out. Look at her.
I have no idea what. Oh well. As long as you can hear us both, we good. But thank you. I will check that out because I still have no idea how to work this thing. But yes, we are talking about the Waterbending Scroll. And this episode, I don't know about you, Brandi, but I really liked it as a kid.
I liked it as a kid too. But like rewatching it, I don't know. I have some thoughts. I don't hate it. I think it's one of the weaker episodes that we've watched so far. And I think it might be one of the weaker episodes, at least in season 1. I don't know about the whole
I agree.
Series.
I can completely agree. For reasons we'll, of course, get into. But, it's I have mixed feelings. And I'll tell you what, the description, there we go, by Netflix, it's really strange. It's actually somewhat decent.
Oh no. A challenge.
Yes. Well, it says, while teaching Aang about waterbending, Katara realizes her skills are inadequate. Luckily, she comes across a waterbending scroll at a boutique.
I wouldn't call it a boutique.
I was buying it until it called a pirate ship a boutique.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a boutique.
It's just like,
but,
okay.
A boutique is like a place where you go to get a gift for your mom.
True. Yeah, they're just kind of like, let's just find a monkey statue or something. Yeah, doesn't do too much for the characters or the overall story, but it's a fun adventure. I agree. I like the illustration because this is like the first time we get Avatar bending lore and or teaching. I don't know what this is all for, but I love seeing the scroll, which I actually have a screenshot of. Pirates totally have fancy boutique shops with all their specialty merch. Ooh, you guys should also look at the Paramount Plus descriptions, see if they're any better. I did not realize Paramount Plus had Avatar on it. How did I not think of that?
It's owned by Nickelodeon, so why not?
Well, luckily, my family and I are streaming junkies.
I could log into mine, but I don't know the password.
I got it right here. Let's see, we got a good old Aang. So you can get it on Netflix. You can get it on Paramount Plus. I don't think there's any other spots you can get it at.
How about any other spots you can get it legally? Good
point. Very good point. All right, so this one is actually different. So, Brianna, that was a great call right there. It says, when Katara's desire to master waterbending gets the best of her, the kids find themselves on the run from pirates.
Read it again for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
When Katara's... Oh, you're good. When Katara's desire to master waterbending gets the best of her, the kids find themselves on the run from pirates.
Yeah, that one's way better.
It really is. Yeah, no mention of a boutique, as to Rapunzel's chagrin.
That is already doing way better. I kind of don't wonder if Paramount's is better than mine.
Ooh, do tell yours then.
All right. Eager to learn more techniques and to teach Aang waterbending, Katara devises a plan to get a waterbending scroll, unaware that her actions put Aang in danger of being captured by Zuko.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I think I should have put the pirates back in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, Zuko
just put
and pirates?
And pirates, yeah. In parentheses.
Question mark? No boutiques.
Oh, well, apparently it's on Netflix in the UK, and you can still get it on Amazon as well. So I wonder if Amazon had any change of definitions. Apparently this is just all over the place.
And now I really need to get a VPN.
Interesting. Everyone just has it.
Amazon
this show
Prime
is...
still has it? Hold on. Well, now we have to see.
You go check that. Prime Video as well. Yeah, Brianna's saying yeah. I'm really surprised that Nickelodeon hasn't clamped down on that and said, you know what,
I would say
putting it only on Paramount Plus.
Just still haven't expired yet. That's what I'm gonna say.
Just all up and over the place. The wonders of streaming. It's gonna get real interesting now that all the major networks have their own streaming services.
I know. Begun the streaming wars have.
Mm-hmm. We had Soda Wars. Now we're stuck in streaming wars, and it's just. Why can't we just have peace? Ooh, they do.
Hold on, let me find the right episode.
Ooh. We should do like a poll. Who had the better description?
Okay, here we go. When Katara's desire... I can read sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes. When Katara's desire to master waterbending gets the best of her, the kids find themselves on the run from pirates. Very similar to Paramount.
I think that's the exact same verbatim as Paramount.
Was it? Like I said, I wasn't listening. Didn't listen to the second time. I gotta put my listening ears on today.
One of them is cheating off of the other, and I think we should send letters to both of them alerting them.
I'm gonna say that it's actually like Nickelodeon's description.
Yeah, they probably just said.
Yeah. That they just sent to Amazon, and Amazon's like, yeah, good enough. And Netflix is like, hold my beer.
Could put the intern on it. Give them the description and then have them write a description of the description. There you go. But Rapunzel brings up a good point. Is just like 10 years ago, you only watched this on reruns, or DVDs if you were lucky. Hey! How's it going? Oh, so good to see how many people are on here. Straw roll. Paul, I was very confused.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. Oh, I will try to get it set up for next time. How about that?
Okay.
It's like where you can like make your own posts and then like the audience can vote on.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know what she's talking about. Good idea.
We should do that.
Can you tell that Brianna watches a lot of Twitch?
Yes. Well, let's just hop right into this episode, because now that we're 10 minutes into a 30-minute episode. But we start out with what I, as a kid, thought was the beginnings of a beautiful relationship between Aang and Katara.
Okay.
They're holding hands. The Appa's saddle is like a little mini bottom of a heart.
Yes,
it just works.
It does look like they're laying it on pretty thick.
I just think the way he looks at her in this episode.
I guess, but like he's like freaking out because this is right after the winter solstice, and so he's like, I have to master all the elements. So he's like in a panic attack right now,
which is relatable.
I mean, I wake up in a panic attack on Mondays because, you know, the weekend's over.
And you don't have to kill a person in a few months, so there you go. Right?
Right.
What person thinks it's okay to go to an 11-year-old kid, no matter the circumstances, and be like, hey, listen, you got to master all 4 elements so you can knock this guy out. You have till the end of summer. Like,
yeah, but like this is Roku we're talking about. Like Roku obviously didn't do that great of a job. And then he also had Kyoshi as like his mentor. So of course he's like, you know what, I failed. Maybe the next guy should just get
yeah. So, well, Kyoshi would just be blunt, just go, you know what, walk up to him, I'll take over from here, just fan blade to the neck. There you go. But yeah, no, he's totally panicking, which is understandable. And then, you know, Katara's like, dude, I got you. I can teach you waterbending, which as a kid I was like, how can she teach him? He doesn't even know how to sense the water. Like, how would that work?
I don't know.
Can someone explain the Avatar to me?
Can someone explain that? I think one of the reasons, so like she starts teaching him and he like picks it up almost right away. I think one of those reasons is because he's just mastered the elements before, and so I don't know.
True.
To the other avatars, but like even if you think about it, spoiler alert for Korra, she already had mastered 3 elements by the time she was like 6.
True. Yeah.
Maybe not mastered, but like she could at least bend them.
She could hurt someone.
She really could. Right after that. So I think it's just like, at least for the Avatar, it's really reliant on those past lives. And I mean, it's just the same spirit. And plus, like, we know everything about Rava too, so maybe Rava was helping
True.
or whatever. But I
got you.
Aang is a prodigy. Like, he mastered I think he mastered airbending at 12 years old, right?
Yes. Yep, he was already, it was in the Avatar extras.
Ooh.
Where did it go? Mm-hmm. It is revealed that by the time Aang was 6, he was better at airbending than kids twice his age. And by the time he was 10, he was better than his teachers. I'd say that's a master.
I don't think he got his tattoos until he was 12, though.
True. They seem pretty, like, new before he left.
Yeah.
So.
But nonetheless, he's a really good bender. Yeah, he struggles with earth, but that was just, like, it was the opposite to air.
Yeah.
Because, like, he is so deeply rooted in, like, the air nomad ways of living and, like, just the way that he thinks. Even how the series ends, he's thinking more like an air nomad than the Avatar, which is kind of, like, where that conflict builds. So I think he's just a really powerful bender, and a lot of times we don't see him that way because we just see him as, like, this goofy little kid.
Very true. And someone has a kid on the way, Michelle. You're 2 months pregnant. Congrats. And I mean, at least he won't let you do anything on your own, but you can watch Avatar. Hey, indoor activities.
That's very sweet that he's taking care of you, though.
Yes. Rapunzel. Pretty sure this scene is where Aang starts crushing, like, hardcore.
I mean, wasn't he crushing when he, like, first saw her and was like, hey, do you want to go penguin sledding with me?
True. And then on Kyoshi Island, he's just like, so, papayas.
Yeah. Like, this boy has been crushing for a while. I think this does definitely reiterate it.
Yep, and Brianna totally agrees. Yep. It was a mutual, they just noticed each other and were like, penguin sledding? Oh yeah, I got you. It was meant to be.
Maybe this is where Katara starts to probably not. I don't think so. I don't think Katara really started seeing him like that for a few more episodes.
True, yeah. She had jet in the eye.
I literally cannot wait for next week.
So I'm gonna hate it so much.
Week, right? I'm not.
It is. I'll make a little voodoo doll of Jet and just.
I cannot wait.
Also, Rapunzel has something here. He got his tattoos after he invented the air scooter. Inventing his own bending form qualifies him as a master. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like to master airbending, you had to like master all different levels or techniques of airbending. And I think there might be 12. I don't know.
Yeah. Fact check me. No more than me.
There's a certain number of techniques that somebody has to master for them to get their tattoos. There's a fly. I got distracted.
Kill it.
And since Aang created the air scooter, he actually made a new technique, and that's why he got his airbending tattoos.
Very cool.
Air scooter. Look at our little innovative boy.
He's so adorable. And yes, Jet is the next episode.
Yes,
and Jet will suffer.
We will try not. Jet, what's up? My gosh, are you gonna kill somebody within the next?
No, I haven't mastered all 4 elements yet. But we get to see, like it's said here by Rapunzel, she becomes his teacher and is like, I'm self-taught, so I'm gonna homeschool you the way I learned. And as someone who's never.
Whoa. I'm sorry. Don't hate on homeschoolers. I was a homeschooler.
Hide.
What you saying, Katie?
I'm assuming your parents were qualified, to teach.
No.
Katara literally, they took all the waterbenders almost when she was an infant.
I know,
so,
I know.
that'd be like a parent teaching English who's never learned English.
I just couldn't let you throw my fellow homeschoolers under the bus.
Very true. Very homeschool gang for life.
Yes. I had to represent.
There you go.
I know what you were trying to say. I just couldn't let that
Fair enough. Also, fun little Tenzin using the air scooter in Legend of Korra.
It's so cute. I wish they used it more in Korra.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's such a good way to get around.
It really is.
Also, Brianna, Katie, which character do you hate more, Haru or Jet? At least Haru was not actively trying to hurt someone. He was just useless. So I'm gonna go with hating Jet more.
I mean, Jet kind of gets a little mini redemption arc.
Yeah.
Not that much.
I can still do it.
That's fine.
One person though who deserves all the love in the world and no hate at all is Sokka for cleaning out Appa's toes. Look at how happy Appa is.
I know. I just like it how they're getting ready to do waterbending. Sokka's like, what do I do? Aang is just you can clean out all the dirt and bugs from Appa's toes. And Sokka's just I mean, what else am I gonna do?
Just grabs the bush. All right. Yes, you got the mud and bugs. But it's just, I have seen Radar, my cat, have the same face when I brush him.
Aww.
It's just
so cute.
It's the little things in this show that are just adorable. But then it becomes a not so little thing when Aang totally shows up Katara with her own moves and washes their supplies down the river. Which, why would you keep that supply anywhere near where they're practicing? That's a rookie mistake.
Well, they are all teenagers.
Fair enough. Might be putting a little too much faith in them. But you end up having to go to this seaside village. And you meet Lipstick Man. And because that's all I knew. He's a pirate. Everyone calls him a pirate. I prefer Lipstick Dude because he's rocking it better than I would. It just works on him. So I love it. It is. It pulls it in.
Yeah.
But you're just you and I went to we went to Las Vegas together. Yeah. Wait.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Say no more.
No. Please. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Well, don't you have to go to work tomorrow? You gotta be on air. Maybe not.
Right. But you and I both went to Las Vegas together during college for a conference.
What an experience.
Their trip through this bazaar, like, who's bold enough to look in this bag? Anyone willing to... It's totally Vegas!
Who dares look at this bag? And Aiden just has, like, this dumb, like, smile, like, I kind of want to look in the bag.
That reminds me of the, do you remember the Monsoon Man in the New York casino? When he asked, what are you studying? And I said meteorology, and he
yes.
I think there's going to be a monsoon up in here. Yeah. The naivety of Aang.
We have, like,
akin to me.
So many things that we overheard that were said to us. Experiences. That was low on the list, but I remember it.
So, the moral of the story is, if you want to experience a pirate bazaar from Avatar, go to Vegas!
I think people already knew this. I don't think they need us to tell them, but...
I must reaffirm.
If you didn't, now you know.
Yeah, would have been running after the supplies going down the river. That's my stuff!
I mean, Appa can fly.
True, Appa just was like, pick my toe beans. That pirate's name is Barker. He's a belter from the Expanse. Interesting. I didn't realize he had a name.
Everybody has a name.
I would have named him
Lipstick Man.
Lipstick Man. Yeah, I was gonna say like Bondo for some reason, but I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
he seems like he'd be like one of those sleazy Bond dealers and just be like, hey, you want a deal?
he's a pirate.
Ah, true. It just pirate number 1 is what he's credited as. How to design a villain so everyone knows they're a villain. Draw a line, thin mustache.
And then have them eat an apple with a knife.
Yes. Have the hoop earrings. Just, yeah.
Maybe.
No good intentioned person like that has the hoop earrings, the lipstick, and the mustache. That's a heck of a combo.
I mean, I think we have a fashion icon here.
Oh my gosh. Well, Sokka clearly is just enamored.
I think he's a little scared.
I love when he's like, you guys are pirates! He just flat out stares him. It's just, oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. It's just Sokka being like, wait a sec, very slow to the draw there.
At the same time, he was the only one that figured it out. Everybody else was just there.
True.
I know, but like Momo can only like pick up an apple at a time.
Yeah. Just pick up a single apple. But so yes, they decide we're gonna go and we're gonna check out, where'd my waterbending scroll picture go? The whole point. Wait, I'm stupid. Nope. There it is. It's out of order. It's fine. But we actually get to see the step-by-step movements of the waterbender motion. As a kid, this was the holy grail for me because I wanted to be a waterbender. So I'm just like, okay, so I can take it and I can roll it and I can push it. And I would practice it in the swimming pool. And I actually got the technique down to where I positioned it perfectly on the surface of the water to, like, on the bottom one, make a good wave that I could shove. And, like, to this day, I will waterbend in the swimming pool based off of this picture. Oh my gosh.
I kind of want to see you do it now.
Yeah, I'll film it. I got a pool over there. One of the neighbors will share. But they actually based all of the bending styles off of actual techniques of different types of martial arts. So the fact that they can mend real world with the fantasy, I think brought a sense of realism to me of, oh, hey, maybe this would work in a swimming pool. Maybe I could be a waterbender, huh?
I think waterbending is based off of Tai Chi.
Okay, that makes sense with the ebb and the flow and
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yes, my brother he was definitely on the receiving end of a lot of it. until he got bigger than me, and then I just ran away.
After doing it.
Exactly. I'm 5'6", he's like 6'4", so oh well. But yes, we get to see this waterbending scroll. Did you know, Brandi, that they actually made scrolls for all the other nations?
Yeah, and I think that there's probably more scrolls for waterbending, I would assume.
The creators, I believe, made a bunch of them, and it's all over the internet. You can find all these different mock-ups that they made. I want to learn them all. in the fantastic fantasy sense. And that was Katara's, initial reaction was, I want to learn them all. And where'd my clicky clickies go? There they are. And then this guy comes and he's like, it's not for sale, kid. If you break it, you buy it, sort of a thing. That man was the embodiment of every teacher I've ever had, really. Aside from you just don't touch it. No. Forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge.
But yes, what were your initial impressions of the pirates and how they happened upon this scroll?
I mean, they're pirates. I don't know. I think people are always just like, oh, like, how did they get it? They must have, like, killed another waterbender or blah, 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 blah. But, like, at the same time, like, what's to say that they just didn't get it from somebody else who already owned it? Like, obviously, there was, like, a nobleman in the Earth Kingdom that wanted it for whatever reason. So, who's to say that, like, it didn't? I'm not trying to give, like, them a good reason for having it. I just think people are always just like, oh, they're so evil because they like, took it from another waterbender. And I'm just like, look, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, probably, but who's to say that, like, they didn't take it from somebody else who took it, or...
Good point.
Or, like, somebody actually sold it because, like, they needed the money. Like, guys, calm down.
Fair enough, devil's advocate, it works.
Yeah, I know. But at the same time, like, they're pirates, and they don't need an excuse. So go ahead, you can hate them, I don't care.
Well, apparently Louise can take on a pirate because she knows Tai Chi. So you probably have more skill in the pool than I would. There's a showdown. Live on YouTube. Maybe someday. Also, clicky clickies. I forgot the word for arrows. If you can't tell, there are circles under my eyes, so we're just going to roll with the clicky clickies. Learn all the forms would come in handy at Comic-Con. This is actually something really cool because have you ever seen the weighted orb technique where people have, like, I can't remember the exact term for it, but there's a weighted ball and it's attached to a very high intensity string that is transparent. You can hook it on your finger and you can actually attach, like, fabric to it so it looks like you're waterbending or airbending, and the forms would work. It would translate. So you learn the forms, you probably do that.
I've seen them before. They're super cool.
I'm going to do that. I looked it up. It was like $200 to buy one, and I thought, you know what? A Christmas ornament and some cement. Boom.
Okay. I mean, you can certainly try.
I'm a hazard, as my boss put it many times. Oh, gosh. But yeah.
An insurance liability, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can totally blow some fans' minds for sure. Totally.
They don't have to be 8 years old. They can be a lot older.
Here's a fan theory for you. Boom.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering who was going to buy it, and I didn't really come up with a good theory.
I would be fascinated.
Like it's such a one-off. Like, I've seen theories where people are like, oh, Iroh was posing as a nobleman and he wanted to buy it to return it back to the Water Tribe.
Oh.
Yeah, like, maybe somebody else in the Earth Kingdom wanted it. I think it was just probably somebody who collected, or...
It's Toph's father!
Who's to say that, like, Katara's dad, Akoda, didn't just pose as an Earth Kingdom and was gonna buy it to give to Katara? Like, we could go on and on and on about...
We could go down a hole.
Buy it.
But it is
at the same
good
time,
option.
to say that somebody was gonna buy it, and the pirate guy was just like, "Oh yeah, this is already sold, but I'll sell it to you right now for 200." Like it could have just been like a hiking up the price type of thing, and then like they just went to go after the waterbending scroll because like they're pirates and nobody steals from pirates and gets away with it. So, there's multiple theories.
I like it. Y'all pick whatever y'all want to pick, and we go with it. Well, of course, much to Aang's chagrin, the clicky clickies disappeared again. What the heck? Oh, that's because I'm zoomed in, isn't it? Well, anyway, Aang offers him 2 copper pieces. Oh, wait, I got the fingers wrong. No.
I tried to do this as a kid. I didn't try to bend. I tried to figure out the coin.
I'm having trouble and I'm 24.
I should have got some quarters before we started. I tried to do it so bad.
They're chocolate quarters.
Nice.
They're actually cool.
Check it.
Oh.
We are so easily distracted.
It's in my Curse Me Kilts and Bless Me Bagpipes Scrooge McDuck candy bin.
Because why?
I have a lot of fandoms, guys. So you were interested in the magic side of this.
No, I'm just saying, like, you were over there trying to figure out how to waterbend in the pool, and I was like, okay, whatever, noobs. I'm gonna try and figure out this coin.
Yeah. Well, apparently Rapunzel's gonna try it too. I wonder what coins would be closest to those ones that he's using. Like, would it be a Kennedy $50?
Like, the problem is, like, yeah, you can hold them in between your fingers.
Huh?
But, like, the problem is, like, going from, like, a closed fist to, like, opening up your fingers and there they are. That's what I was trying to go for. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing.
Would you like 2 copper?
Yes, that's what I was trying to do. So I was trying to be like, well, 1 copper piece. And then somehow tuck that back into my hand, get them in between, bring it, like, I was going for the whole shebang. And
I don't think it's physically possible.
I don't think it is. At least 11-year-old Brandi figured it out. And it was a passion project that I forgot.
Harking back to the chocolate coins Katie needs to send Brandi. I owe you chocolate coins.
I don't think so.
Do I?
No. We were talking about how, like, if you get so many views on YouTube, you can start monetizing.
Right! Oh, okay. I was
like, yeah, you'll get all 5 cents, because let's be honest, it's not going to be a lot. And you were like, oh, well, we can buy some chocolate coins. That's not my Katie impression. That was really rude. I'm so sorry. Like, the moment I started doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is I'm a terrible human being.
I love it. No, that is a good impression. That is a very good impression. My voice might be a few octaves lower than that, but or higher than that. I swear, I don't know anymore. But Brianna, bravo for remembering that. My brain is like the size of a chocolate coin. I can't remember a thing. But you know what I could do? I'll go for it.
Okay, I was just gonna say one more thing. So there are, like, DVD extras. So, like, I own the original box set. And so there's, like, a DVD extra where it's Brian, like, they literally acted out some, like, motions and stuff to send over. Was it animated in Korea? Let's just say it was animated in Korea. To send over
I think that sounds right.
To send over to the animators so that they would get it. And this is one of them. Brian does it. He does
really?
It. No. So he, like, holds up, like, 1 coin, and he's like, how about 1 copper piece? And then, like, he chucks it, and he goes, 2 copper pieces. But, like, there's no coins in between. But it is one of, like, the funniest thing, because, like, it's maybe, like, 10 minutes of Brian just acting out things. Like, he even did the one, like, back in Kyosho Warriors where it's like, all done with your pants, and look at what a great job I did. So,
oh my gosh.
I hope it's somewhere online.
We're gonna have to find, because if it's on YouTube, we can show it. So
I'll have to try and see if I can find it for next, because
yes,
it's like the best thing.
I feel like we need to see this. And if we can't find it, the comments section probably could.
Yes, that is the quest for this week.
Well, so Aang ends up, of course, not purchasing the scroll, and Katara's just like, Aang, we need to get the heck out of here, and like any guilty child would.
And she's like, I'm getting weird vibes. We should just leave. And Aang's just like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, I forgot. Before we go to the next photo, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out this freaking monkey.
Oh ho ho.
Okay,
it
comes back.
Just wait, because
don't tell me you have a theory.
My sister, I was talking to my sister last week when I thought that we were gonna have an episode, and I was like, yeah. And we didn't, and so I was like, I'm kind of glad that we have an extra week, because I really need another week to figure out these fan theories, because I wasn't finding any. And my sister was like, you could just like come up with a fan theory about that monkey. I'm like, within 45 seconds of her telling me this, I had it. And I was like, I just did.
No.
I just did. So yes, there is a freaking fan theory, an original fan theory to my knowledge. And let me tell you, I'm kind of scared at how good it is.
Oh my gosh.
So I cannot wait to tell you about it. So...
Oh, well, we will be bringing up the monkey at the end if you want to talk about it now or at the end.
Buckle up, koala sheeple, because we are going on a ride.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're here for it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. Well, we will be discussing that. But also something that needs to be discussed. These guys look like they just stumbled out of a frat house after like a 4-day binge drinking event. This dude, I mean, he tucked 2 placemats into his belt and was like, haha, armor. I mean, this guy, at least he's got a little Fred from Scooby-Doo going on with his little ascot sort of thing. And we got Lipstick here who, like, I think he only has 3 fingers in this shot.
I just want to say, they all have mustaches. I think it is...
Oh my gosh, they're all the
same! Like, if you want to join this pirate gang, you better have a mustache.
Hey, you know what I'm going to point out?
I hate you.
Nipples!
I hate you.
Okay, yeah, if you either have nipples on all your characters or you don't have them at all. This show goes in between the two, and I will point it out forever and ever and ever.
All right.
Yes, thin line mustaches. Also, I'd like to think that this is about the nipples, but I imagine it's mostly because of the frat house thing.
Yeah, I think it's mostly about the frat house thing as well.
I don't know. Does anyone else just point out nipples in anime? The more I say it, the more I realize I am totally weird.
I did it, but now I'm gonna start.
Yeah! Oh gosh. Well, beyond these nippled pirates, we also have one of our favorite characters returning. In one of the only HD images that I could find.
It's the only HD image you need.
It truly is. Find yourself a man who cuddles you like this man cuddles Cabbage.
I mean, yeah, like find you someone who loves you as much as the Cabbage man loves his cabbages.
He's just, I mean, everyone loves him. Who wouldn't love him?
Our precious little bean.
You know, they really missed an opportunity to cross-brand with Cabbage Patch Kids, and instead of having Cabbage Corps make cars in Legends of Korra, they could have made the Cabbage Patch Kids.
They did not miss the opportunity. I've always found the Cabbage Patch dolls to be so incredibly creepy.
They're terrifying! Have you seen their birthing center that they have?
Oh, no, I don't need to. Like, I've gone this long. I can continue my life without it. I don't need to.
I will give you one detail. You can take from it what you will.
I'm so scared.
The Cabbage Patch mother has contractions when she births the Cabbage Kids. That's all you need to know. Onward and upward. We murder the cabbages again. Let's talk about slaughtering it. I liked, of all the destructions of the cabbages, I think this one was my favorite.
This is the most deliberate. I think everything else has been an accident.
Well, I mean, an homage to just, yeah, by the gang.
By the gang. Like, because Aang just comes by. He sees it. He knows, maybe he isn't, like, fully registering what to do. All he knows is that he's running away from these pirates. But, like, he was just like, oh, look, a cart. Yeah, that'll be fine. You know.
You know what the worst part would be, though? Is if you're the cabbage guy, and Aang jumps through perfectly, does not touch a head of cabbage.
Yep.
Or does he? He touches one or two. Maybe?
I think
no.
Katara and Sokka, like, knock off a few, and so, like, he catches them, and then Aang, like, flies in between where the cabbage is and the little roof is, like, perfectly.
But it's like, at that point, there's an inkling that my cabbage has survived!
Yeah, like, this guy has some hope. Like, he's like, oh my gosh, I survived. I don't know how. I keep running into these people, but I survived it. And Aang just obliterates it.
Rip. Also, I don't think people liked my Cabbage Patch Kid and or nipples. I'm gonna go and cover that with both. Wait, do Cabbage Patch dolls have nipples?
I think they do. They have belly buttons, don't they?
Oh, probably.
Belly buttons.
I wasn't allowed to play with those things. You kid, I had no idea. But yes, apparently Teletubbies and Cabbage Patch Kids were not on my parents' okay to have list.
Don't even get me started on Teletubbies.
No, straight up looks like he's
terrifying.
AirPods. What?
Just his hair. It does kind of look like he has. He does.
I think that might be from a photo.
Why did somebody edit? Hold on. No. Why did... I feel like this is a meme.
I pulled this from the official Avatar wiki.
Okay, well, I mean, it was a wiki. Come on.
True. But still, good eyes.
I thought it was just his hair.
Okay, now that it's pointed out, I can't unsee.
Why in the world would somebody...
That was our exact thought process. Oh my gosh. Okay, there are some photos that I pull for the show, like the blooper photos and stuff, that I just keep in a giggles folder.
So
this is an unexpected entry.
The real test will be if when you like go back to look into them, you're gonna be scrolling through, and the question is, will Katie, 1, be like, why is this in here? Or 2, be like, oh my gosh, I forgot about the AirPods. Or 3, all of the above.
All of the above. It's a violent cycle of all of the above. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Oh my gosh, Mr. Miles, you just walked into a fantastic find. Apparently the Cabbage Man wears AirPods while working. Who would have thought?
I want to know why somebody took the time to do this.
And so
there is a reason.
Oh my gosh. But yes, welcome, Mr. Miles, to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you to everyone real quick. Like, no worries if you can't stay a whole stream. If you just want to pop on and say hi, like, we're just happy that there's people. Oh, yeah. Like, we have 5 whole streamers right now. 5 whole viewers.
For hours. Like.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yes. Also, yeah, we're hoping. I'm going to have to go back and watch the episode. Considering AirPods didn't exist back then, this could be Illuminati.
I don't see how it's going to be, because this show was made in 2005 and AirPods came out well after
Maybe it's Skull Candy. Skull Candy had some vibes like this.
Yeah, those are very clearly AirPods, though.
True. He may be using it to communicate with the White Lotus members to report on the Avatar.
I could get behind that.
There's a new fan theory for us. We are collecting theories tonight. I am loving it.
Look at us go.
Now, yeah, that's exactly what the gang was saying when the pirates were like, "Who gets to taste the steel of my blade first?"
I mean, I think you nailed it.
That's all I remember as a kid about this episode was how one, he just takes a knife. Like I learned how to flip the knives because of this episode. He's just like, "Who wants to taste the steel of my blade first?" Like, also this is why I'm not allowed to play with scissors anymore. But I am very excited. I think I grabbed the next screen grab for it when the gang is just like, "Oh, I didn't grab it." Well, that's depressing. Anyway, back to the very tiny, grainy picture. When they get to fly out of there.
Yeah.
That's cool for me, like, because Katara and Sokka, they've only flown on Appa. They've never, like, free flown. So I would love to free fly, and I'm always jealous of them in that scene. Like, I don't have to be gifted with airbending. I just want to use a friend who has airbending to fly.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a pass for me.
Technology. I can see it. In the White Lotus tile that Iroh's list serves as their communicator and phone. There you go. I mean, I lose my phone all the time. So, and the pirates, they lost Team Avatar. See that transition there? Yeah. Always calling out my transitions, not in a smooth way at all.
You're not supposed to do
we have,
and but you know what? That's fine. We're learning.
Sure. Learning implies that you're gonna fix it. We find out that, you know, Sokka's not so hyped that she stole from pirates. And Aang's just like, hey, I mean, they
Aang
might
straight
as well.
up says, and to think, I kind of looked up to pirates. And I'm just like,
those guys were
what?
jerks.
No, just Aang over here, you know, being our sweet little boy, was like, and to think, I used to kind of look up to pirates. Like, what about pirates was Aang? Did he just like the lifestyle?
Nomadic lifestyle?
Tied down, like just, you know, doing whatever you want, living the dream?
Probably.
Was just a 12-year-old boy who liked pirates, probably.
You want to hear a quick story that takes like 30 seconds but is amazing?
Yes, always.
My brother and I wanted to be pirates when we were little because we got a pirate costume from our neighbor, and it came with a hook. And, like, a nice, genuine hook. Can you guess where this is going?
I mean, I can, but like we had a pirate costume too with a hook, and I don't know why we had it.
Really?
But I'm pretty certain we had a plaid hook as well. And like a eye patch.
I'm thinking most kids probably had some sort of a pirate thing in their lives. At least I hope. But see, we lost our privileges because my brother and I would try to, you know, poke each other with it, and it came with an eye patch, so we were prepared, but our parents did not enjoy it, and I distinctly remember them saying, "You're not getting this back," and locking it in the front hall shelf. We're just like,
is it there?
I don't know what became of it. I'll have to call my mom and just be like, what became of our pirate hook set?
And then she'll ask, why do you need to know?
Just because. Oh yes, lucid dreaming. That way you can fly in your dreams. I actually spent probably a solid 2 years trying to learn how to lucid dream when I was in middle school because I dreamt I was Danny Phantom.
Nice.
And I wanted to do it again.
Nice.
I never achieved it. And also, this is a good point. What Aang does is gliding. They discussed this in Legend of Korra, if I'm not mistaken. Aang is gliding, or falling with style if you're a Toy Story fan. In The Legend of Korra, there's a character who can actually fly because he gets rid of all of his earthly tethers.
This is true. But at the same time, like, Aang still has to, like, create the updraft.
True.
So he has to create the updraft to, like, even get any altitude. And then he's just kind of going from there.
Okay. Well, also, Brianna, put the link in the comments. I'll pull it up and we can look at it together. Oh, gosh. That's a good point, Mr. Miles. That's a good point. You know, I feel like Sokka would be the one to point that out, too. But yes, so we have, Sokka, she's taking you for a ride. She only wants to learn for herself. And, you can tell in her eyes, I can't zoom in anymore, that she's a little miffed with Aang. He's been rocking this waterbending, and now she can't figure out the simple move with step-by-step instructions in front of her face. If I felt like I did in college, like it was some of my classes, like, it's right here, and I still can't do it. And I think that's why as a kid, I did not like her snapping at Aang, but now I'm like, this is completely understandable.
I think it is understandable, especially, like, again, like, what she's been trying to teach herself waterbending for how many years, and then, like, she has, like, step-by-step instructions, and she still can't really get it, but then Aang is just like, you have to shift your weight through the moves and feel the flow of the water, and just does it perfectly, and she's just like, oh, no. No.
Will you please shut your air hole?
Like, that's the only thing that I can describe it as is in college while I was trying to do algebra and, like, struggling to do college algebra. My brother, who was, like, in middle school, just waltz up and was just like, so I think you do this, and, like, he solves, like, one of my... I don't know if this actually happened, but it definitely could, because my brother's crazy good at math. But, like, that is what it is. It's your younger sibling doing something better than you can.
Yeah.
And I can get it. Like, I could feel the frustration. Like, I am starting to support myself here.
Oh, gosh. Oh, let's see. Oh, no. I found what Brianna was talking about. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to have a little bit of an inception, maybe? No, I found it. Haha. There it is. Cabbage Merchant. The afterward coming. He has the AirPods in. He can't hear them. That explains why he didn't get out of the way.
I told you it was a meme of some kind.
87,000 notes. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so glad you found that. But yes, no, we understand the sibling feelings when one is better than the other at something instantaneously. And I think I screwed up the order of these. But Katara's still pretty smug that she got it. Sokka's just like, that's gonna be nothing but trouble. And then there's just Aang.
Oh yeah, this is like right after she's like, I stole the scroll. And Aang's just like, that's funny. And Sokka's just like, what? Hold up. Am I the only one with morals right now? Come on. People.
Yeah, me? Well, and then, he goes and he's like, she duped you, dude. She just wants it for herself. And she's like, okay, you know what? Here, Aang, take the scroll. I don't even want it. Less than a minute later, sneaking out of camp.
It's like later that night.
Well, yes.
It's not like
for the viewer.
The next moment.
She was like, here you go, Aang. Wait, let me just take that.
And Momo almost ruins it all.
I'm surprised Momo stayed quiet. If I were Momo, I would have been like, Aang feeds me, so... Sir, Dad! And she's taking the scroll again. But this is a stupid move. And I thought this was a stupid move as a kid, too. Because the pirates know you stole the scroll. The pirates know it's a waterbending scroll. Mm-hmm. The pirates probably know you're a waterbender.
Well, to be fair, I know where you're going with this. Like, obviously they're going to be on the water. But actually, it's Zuko who makes that realization. Because, like, Zuko catches
Oh, crap, you're right.
They're, like, floating down the river, and the pirate captain's like, shouldn't we stop and search the woods? And Zuko's just like, they stole a waterbending scroll, didn't they? Yeah. Well, then they'll be on the water. And you're just like, well,
right.
Well, crud, Zuko. Look at you. Look who showed up today.
Using your prepubescent brain or post-pubescent brain.
Like, this is the most Azula-like that we see of Zuko. Like, he really...
Yeah, true.
He really came up, like, he was really just, like, conniving and was... I think that this was, like, the most he was so close, and he was just willing to do whatever it took, and so he was willing to like double cross the pirates, or and maybe the pirates were idiots, and he was just annoyed by it. Who knows? But like this is definitely the most Azula-like that we see of Zuko, and I love it. I wish we could see more of it.
I'm really surprised. Sokka was like, they're gonna come after us, but he didn't think maybe we should move away from the waterway that leads straight to the village. Zuko outsmarting Sokka. Who would have thought?
I don't think they make camp like right at the right on the riverbank. Like they're in the woods.
Yeah.
So like
yeah, true, because she
get caught is because of Katara.
Freaking Katara. Stupid. Had to go to the river. Couldn't have just found a puddle and made do with that. Nope. Just like Sokka said earlier, we'll find you a puddle to splash in. No! Gotta go to a main body of water. And it does make sense. Momo wanted to stop her from practicing because you never know if you're gonna get whipped in the butt.
Well, he does get whipped in the butt when like she first tries.
True, so he just wanted to prevent that from happening again.
It's payback. He's like, no. This is only gonna be bad. Like, this is gonna be bad.
Well, we see her practicing, and they're like, the pirates and Zuko, they've teamed up. And they just hear, gosh dang, come on, water, work with me here. And I'm just like.
First of all, like that is, I mutter to myself, like as I'm working, especially when my computer isn't, or like the program that I want to use isn't working, so I'm just like, and a lot of times like when I'm editing, I'll just be like, who shot this? Who decided? What the heck? And then I think about it, like, oh, I filmed this. This is my videography that I'm critiquing. So like, I feel the frustration. Maybe I'm just Katara in this instant.
Maybe you spent a long, stressful day fighting the pirates.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Also, I totally forgot to pull the fan art, so I'm finding it, and I found it. Okay, we good. Because it has to do with the next photo of clicky. That one. Do you know how many fanfics have this as their front cover?
I kind of remember. I don't know. I'll have to ask my older sister if she shipped Zuko and Katara. I think she did. And I kind of remember, like, as we were rewatching this episode, or maybe when we first watched it, she was just like, I really want them to be a couple. And I was just like, what? What? I was like, what part of this interaction do you get that?
He's just looking so lovingly into her eyes.
No, he's not. He's like, I am pretty close to the Avatar right now. I just gotta get rid of this water peasant, and I'm having a good day. Like, Thanes are coming up Zuko for once.
That is so true.
He is not like, man, her blue eyes are so beautiful, and those hair loopies.
Yeah. Can't get over the hair loopies. Like, girl, what product do you use? Let's talk details. Let's exchange the information. Who's your hairdresser? Oh, gosh. But anywho, he captures her, and then he pulls off, like, one of the creepiest things. Like, people were trying to justify, he grabbed her hands and stared lovingly into her eyes, and then he gave her a piece of jewelry and is super into BDSM, and I'm just like...
Hold up, people. He is basically bartering with her mother's necklace to be like, just give me Aang and you can have this back. Like,
exactly. It's creepy. I don't see. People say it's romantic. Most of us will probably agree that it's not romantic.
Nope.
Yeah, true. May, he only has eyes for May. Have you seen all the goth Avatar art that's been coming out lately? We could do a whole episode on the goth, angsty, double A, angsty art. But yeah, I blame this episode for starting that. And I blame Zuko. This is a filthy move. Like, dude, your mom died. Well, Your mom's gone. Her mom died. You should know the pain.
To be fair, maybe he doesn't know that Katara's mom is dead. Like, Zuko doesn't realize that. Like, I don't think he really even notices what the necklace means. He just recognizes that it's Katara's, and that she'll.
He might know it's a betrothal necklace, and that's why he thinks it's significant.
He might not. Who knows? It depends on how much he knows about Water Tribe culture. And then, like, I think maybe the only reason that he realizes that it's her mother's necklace is because she's like, my mother's necklace. How did you get that? And or you stole it. He's like, I didn't steal it. And then, like, he makes a jab about her stealing the scroll. But, like, I don't think he...
True. He's like, I mean, you stole the scroll, so...
Yeah. So I don't think he knows that Katara's mom died until they're in Ba Sing Se.
You know, this brings up a fan theory that, you know, this is a good time to just talk about it, because it's a tiny little one, but none of the gang know that Zuko's scar is from his father.
Yep.
And so there's the theory that at the end of the series, when they're like talking about everything, and Zuko just brings up, oh yeah, my dad, he's the one who gave me this in an Agni Kai when I was a kid. And then all of a sudden it's a meme of that Patrick and SpongeBob with the coffin. They're like showing up at Ozai's cell.
I've actually seen this one.
I feel like when he finds out that the mom was murdered and Katara goes on this whole journey, just imagine that reverse. Like, Katara would kill Ozai.
Oh yeah.
Not Katara. Toph. Toph would murder him.
Yeah, but like Toph would like beat the crap out of him first. And then, like,
True.
as Ozai is like, what is this for? And she's just, like, you know, continuing to, like, throw rocks at him or something. Like, right before he dies, she's just like, you sure have burned Zuko. And then, like, he's dead.
She learns to lava bend just to scar Ozai. Out of pure spite. That's my kind of gal. Oh my gosh. I've found that I'm very spiteful. I'm currently pursuing a...
Never.
I'm pursuing a master's degree to spite a man on Twitter.
There you go.
That's how spiteful I am. It's going to be amazing. Yes. Oh, yes. Talking about the goth stuff. Rapunzel said, if you're interested, art by Caroliveri.
You did better than I would.
That's because I read a prompter every day, and my producer decides, oh, let's give her a Nordic name to read, just to poke the bear. He does it on purpose.
If you're a producer, put the phonetic spelling in the prompter.
Please!
Like, oh my gosh, it's not that hard.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
And you triggered the two broadcasting nerds.
Wait, this is a good point. Toph would go Melon Lord. Melon Lord versus Ozai. Ozai would be like, what did I eat? Like, did I ingest something? Like, what is going on? This blind child is beating me over the head with a watermelon.
Just like, did I drink some cactus juice?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, humor is a big part of the episodes of Avatar. This is one of my favorite Iroh lines. Just, Aang, this is all my fault. No, Katara, it isn't. Actually, it kind of is.
I think Iroh has some of the best zingers in the entire... I just like how, like, matter of fact is that you're like, you know, it kind of is.
It's the shade, the side eye, just... Oh my gosh.
And what's really great is that, like, I don't think he holds any kind of animosity towards the gang.
Oh yeah, no.
He's only there because of Zuko. And so he's like, I really don't even care. But, like, he was just like, actually, it is. Yeah. No, we're all here because of you.
Oh my gosh. Ascot guy. There's a better view of his mustache. This guy's got a...
No, you zoomed in, and I thought you were going one way, and you went the other.
I mean, I can go both ways.
Yeah. Now you get what I'm saying.
You could play Pong with those things. My gosh. I shouldn't be allowed on the internet. Katie, you don't show Iroh holding the monkey.
This is why we're never going to get monetized, because of the nipples.
So many random nipples could be our name.
I think we're gonna have to discuss that before we make that official.
That might be like a special broadcast. Just how many shows have nipples? Avatar, this, Thor, Ragnarok.
I don't like people would watch too. That we're getting into here. I don't like it.
I told you backstage. If a person comes up with a thought, it's an idea. If you share it with 2 people, it's a concept. 3 people, it can technically be a religion. So
yeah,
we're cults.
Let's stop that right now.
Nip it in the bud. Nipple it in the bud.
I knew the moment you said that, I was like, my gosh, her next thought is going to be.
I'm so easy to read.
Gosh dang it, Katie.
We have spent a lot of time as friends. Oh my gosh, I love it. So we got Iroh throwing sass around. You got Sokka deciding, you know what?
Iroh throws the sass, and Sokka's like, "Oh, I see how we're going."
This is my department now. But no, this is a good move. Like Sokka, people think he's just this goofy guy. His instinct, as we'll learn in the next episode, is bad. This is actually a quality move. That's all we have to say about that.
I thought you were gonna say more, so like I paused.
Oh no,
but, like,
no, you go.
No, I really love this move. They're like, Zuko has the water scroll, they have the avatar, they're getting ready to make the trade, and Sokka's just like, whoa, guys, you guys have the avatar. Like, do you know how much Ozai would pay for it? And I think Zuko's like, you don't know what you're talking about, and Aang's like, yeah, Sokka, you don't know what you're talking about, and Sokka just keeps on laying it on, and the guys are just like, you know what, never mind, deal's off, keep the scroll, we're taking the kid.
You know, I'll tell you what. Oh yeah, keep going.
Oh, okay, and then
I'm gonna try something.
Oh, I don't like where this is going. No.
What?
Stop.
Oh,
gosh. Okay.
Now he's a pirate.
I thought it was going to. It went better than what I thought it was going to. I was really scared.
No, he could totally be a pirate if they wanted to.
I guess he could, but like in that sense, like couldn't Aang also just be a pirate?
I mean, everyone can be a pirate. There you go. But no, I mean, he had a good thought, so I think they want him as his crew, as the crew. Just saying.
I guess, but at the same time, like, they end up having, like, this big fight, so I don't really think Sokka...
True. If it hadn't turned out, they probably would have turned Aang in and made Sokka their, like, galley boy or something. I don't know. This man, I'm enamored with him. Just, his mustache changed. Okay, so right there, you got little triangles, right? Right? All right, we go back to this one. Sir, those are string beans. How did you grow and groom your mustache?
Okay, I'm gonna chalk this up to different animators did different scenes.
Okay, fine.
Also, maybe the angle. And we've made the stop here.
You know his stomach has a mustache! You can't see his face, but his abs, man.
This episode is forever ruined. Like, I don't know if I can ever watch it again without thinking these thoughts.
Oh, thank you all for tuning in to our 7 viewers. Welcome! Oh my god. We're gonna go to the next photo.
Okay. That's
because,
a little better.
Mustaches. Probably a mustache.
Yeah, does any of the five?
Pale as a freaking ghost. My gosh. It's like a kabuki mask.
They've been on the, look, that guy has a mustache. The other firebender. Yeah, that one, right there. I pointed to the screen like you could see it.
This is why we work so well.
What kind of look, he has a mustache. There you go.
Also, I would like to point out, we went from 7 viewers to 4. I think on my abs mustache scared some people, so I will rein it in. the coolest airbending Aang does. This is very good for fighting. Like, being able to clear out smoke and, like, toxic gas. Like, I'm thinking Call of Duty. Like, just... I wish we would have seen this more in the show.
I don't really think they use smoke bombs anywhere else.
True. Well, they got the giant fireballs, the stinky fireballs that have some smoke, but never like this. But yes, they eventually, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I just wasn't expecting the next one to be Aang.
Aang just, like, hardcore, trying as hard as he can. I don't know why I find this picture so funny. But they waterbend the pirate ship into the water. They steal the ship, and they're like, we must escape! Well, the pirates made it onto the ship, too. So, did you think when you were watching this...
Zuko's ship and, like, catch up. Which, like, Zuko's ship is like a steamboat. So, obviously, Thing's gonna make some ground.
Industrial Revolution, y'all! But you got, like, anyone else cats freak a little when Aang blows a bison whistle? See, I'm surprised, like, more animals don't just freak out. Like, Momo tolerated it. Like, you could tell it was like, but it's so cool that they had the silent whistle concept built in. I liked this as a kid. And as an adult.
I think it's probably, like, I mean, obviously, it's an air nomad relic, so...
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I'm just saying, I think that it's neat that they have it, and it's so handy. Like, they use that thing all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, it's nice to see something that's recurring in the series. And they do that a lot in this show, but there's actually people online who handcraft these, but they aren't operable. There's also a 3D print you can get. And you can actually 3D print a dog whistle that's the bison whistle from Avatar. And I'm thinking of actually buying one and doing it as like a giveaway or something, because it's freaking cool, man. Just imagine pulling that out at the dog park, just like...
That's how you lose all the friends at the dog park.
Good thing I don't have a dog! But no, it actually works, and Appa comes and saves the day. Well, not before Katara helps save the day. Because he's blowing the whistle, everything's still going to crap, Appa's a ways away, and then the waterfall arrives. The tidal pool, the reverse tidal pool to stop the ship, I couldn't find the screen grab, I'm so sorry. But that was another thing that I liked as a science kid, and meteorology and stuff with vortices and stuff. But that they actually made sense. Like, turning the vortices in different directions to stop the ship.
Yeah.
So cool.
Again, like, this show is so smart. You think it's cool when you're a kid, and then you watch it, and they're like, oh wow, that actually works. That checks out. Exactly.
And, you know, one thing that also checks out is this,
line. I love this
beautiful.
line.
I want to get this as a bumper sticker and put it on my car. Are you too busy fighting? You cannot see your own ship has set sail?
Uncle, we have no time for your proverbs.
It's no proverb.
It's happening.
And then
it should be a proverb.
He's so removed from the fight and the intensity of this. He's just, I'm just here for my pie show pile.
Yeah, like Zuko. Iroh did not try to help at all. Like, he was like, I'm just gonna come over to the side, I'm gonna watch the show.
And the fact that he grabs Zuko by the ponytail and pushes him.
I think of how many times he's done that.
Oh my gosh, that's totally like the grab him by the ear thing, but with the Fire Nation. Just, come on. Well, and then, immediately after this, we see one of two times Zuko chuckles and or laughs. This is the only genuine laugh that we get out of Zuko from the entire series, which is freaking depressing.
Which makes it all the more special. Look how happy
True.
Hey, this episode is actually fantastic. We got happy Appa, and we got happy Zuko.
And we also got completely done with your shit, Iroh.
I think Iroh was done, like, the moment they met the pirates, honestly.
What is going on with his Jeez.
He's done.
What?
I think it's an eye roll. An eye roll. Oh gosh, I think it's an
Ah,
eye roll.
an eye roll. Try saying that 3 times fast.
I couldn't even say it once.
Zuko be having a fun time out here. And then he realizes, oh, they stole my ship. Gosh dang it. He pulls a Nelson laugh. Ha ha. And karma. Immediately. Karma.
And that was the
so
last
true.
time Zuko ever laughed.
He learned his lesson. These are the stories that I imagine the gang shared around the campfire. Just, hey, remember that time with the pirates? Yeah, believe it or not, we were there because of this.
No. It's like an urban legend. Like, the whole crew is around, and they're like, have you ever seen Zuko laugh? And Iroh walks up, and he's like, I've only seen it once.
Yes.
And he tells the story, and he's like, and that's why Zuko doesn't laugh. And they're all just, like, mortified, because they're like, never make him laugh, because bad things happen.
I accept that. Oh my gosh. Yes. An eye roll. I want that. I might make that into a meme. I'll give you credit. Meme. Yes. Yeah. Eye roll. Oh my gosh. It's so. This episode has fun tones. It has serious tones. It has it all, and then it has the climax of it all. The White Lotus.
Yeah.
Which actually, I have my White Lotus tile. It's on my bookshelf with my Funko Pops, but it's not nearly as nice as that one.
No. But yeah, so like the only reason why they met the pirates was because Iroh was looking for his White Lotus tile, and it was in his sleeve the whole time. Zuko, you're really gonna get a laugh out of this.
And then just hits the pirate on the head. Oh, Zuko and his temper. That's a happy Iroh. He's like the Pillsbury Doughboy, only with a White Lotus tile.
And instead of cinnamon rolls, it's tea.
Exactly. Reminds me of the times when I lose my phone while I'm talking to someone on my phone. Yeah. If the White Lotus tile, if that theory of that's how they communicate with the AirPods, technically he lost his phone, maybe. Oh, hey! How's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. Waves, but with exclamation points, so waves! You're just in time to see how this all resolves. Because what did you think about Sokka going back on his own high and mighty, stealing his bad thing? And actually stealing it again from the Fire Nation.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, one, like, Sokka takes any time of moment to get back at the Fire Nation, no matter how small the jab. So
good point.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know. I think he like took it just to like really drive home the part, like the idea that they never would have gotten into this mess if she didn't take it. So like it was just like. Oh, we lost the water scroll, and Sokka's like, did you? And then, like, you're not getting this unless you learned your lesson. Like, let's think about it.
Yeah, stealing is wrong. Unless it's from pirates. You did a really good impression there. Bravo. Oh my gosh, we got so many people popping in. Lady Q, what up? Oh, thank you so much. We love all of our fans. We had so many people in the comments tonight so far. This is awesome, guys. After a hiatus of a month, y'all come back in style.
Check it.
At this point, it's basically compensation for the pain and suffering the pirates caused them. True. I also think it's the fact that Zuko had it. That he's just like,
for sure.
Sokka's
like, well.
It was the Fire Nation. But we finally get to have them have their scroll back.
They sure do.
You were saying.
Well, I was just thinking. I don't think Sokka takes it. I think Momo does because, like, Zuko and the pirate captain are fighting, and like Zuko has it in his hand, and the pirate captain like knocks it out up into the air, and then Momo catches it, and like the pirate's
the hawk thingy
is like chasing it. And then, like, they have this whole moment and maybe Momo drops it on the boat, so then Sokka picks it up there. But it's
I may have to go back and rewatch now.
it's not like Sokka went out of his way to go get it from Zuko. It just sort of kind of like
True.
it's like a domino effect. Like they just started falling,
Yeah.
and Sokka just happened to be at the end of it to pick up the last domino and be like, neat. And then move
True.
on.
Momo came in clutch with this. Not only did Momo grab the scroll, Momo full on took on an iguana parrot and outsmarted it.
Rapunzel out here knowing that it is an iguana parrot. Let's take a moment to recognize this moment.
Momo, I swear, Rapunzel got everything.
She's
Rapunzel has
always
all the stuff we need.
She's always rolling it out. Rapunzel is
Oh my
the true
gosh.
fan.
You got the info, you got the memes, we got all the stuff. And we have the end of the episode, which control and use what? Wait a second. I can.
I was wondering.
I know nothing.
What the command key was going to be for that, because
I don't know anything. But yes.
Okay. Check it.
Oh well, we end the episode. They're happy, and I want to point out this episode, though it does seem like a one-off, they don't really need to know all that much, except for this is the first time Aang uses waterbending outside of his avatar state.
Yeah.
This episode has way more tie-ins than I ever thought. Because, one, when you get towards season 2, Katara, like, full-on water whips the crap out of these earthbenders.
I mean, she's always using the water whip.
Like, after this point, just that's her one move. And in the Avatar extras, it says, the water whip is the water tribe's most effective combat move.
Yes.
So, very good that they learned that on the first try there, or first scroll they came across. And also, there's the monkey and the Sungi horn. This isn't the only time the monkey shows up, though. It shows up, like, several other times, I'm pretty sure. Where'd it go? Oh, wait, that's another one. Spoiler. But
yeah, so I think this is the blue spirit
monkey.
when it pops back up.
That thing gave me the creeps as a kid. Like, just, oh no, I don't want to delete. No. Yes, delete forever. That.
I mean, I already don't like monkeys.
Oh.
I have a slight fear of them.
Oh.
So this thing is already doing some things for me. And they're not good.
Well, is it a straight up monkey, or is it like an avatar monkey where it's melded with something?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull up like another.
Rapunzel! Apparently Google is very handy. I wonder if it's like some sort of lore. But while you're looking that up, there's also one more thing. When Katara teaches Aang the push and the pull, his first ever waterbending move, I believe is the last waterbending we see him do in the series, when he puts out all the fires. But he does it on a much larger scale. See, he drags it up, and then he pushes it back out.
Oh,
so the first
snap.
and last.
What? Oh.
Yeah!
This is why I love this show. Like, it's beautiful. I'm in love with it.
So perfect. But yeah, that's what I had to absolutely show how this ties into the rest of it.
I think it's just a monkey. I think the statue is just a monkey.
It's just a monkey?
It's just a monkey.
You're going to say, this thing is just a monkey?
It's just a monkey.
A monkey with no nipples.
Of course.
But anywho, enough of that. Do we have any fan theories to talk about that we haven't already just thrown in?
We sure do. So, the first one that I'm going to do is, it's pretty quick. So, the theory is that, obviously, Iroh finds his tile in his sleeve. And so the theory is he knew that the tile was in his sleeve the whole time, and he was just trying to use it as an excuse to go do something. And so the theory is that he just needed to go to that marketplace to meet with a White Lotus member, either the Cabbage Man or somebody else. And so I was thinking about this theory, and one of the things that I really like about it is the episode that we had just before this. I guess it was technically 2 episodes ago, but when Iroh is captured by the Earth Kingdom soldiers, he sees Aang in the spirit world. And so I think he wanted to go meet with somebody in the White Lotus to talk about it, because he knows that Aang has learned something important. He just doesn't know what, maybe. So maybe he's trying to go find another member to tell them what's going on and like start that chain of communication.
Yeah.
And
I like
so
that.
that's one of the, another theory is that Iroh was going to take Zuko to meet other White Lotus members and like join the club. I don't think so, because I don't think Zuko in this episode is quite ready. Plus, I think the reason why Iroh gets so sidetracked and is like buying all this stuff is I think he's trying to ditch Zuko. Like, I think he kind of thought Zuko was gonna stay on the ship, and Zuko was just like, "No, I'll come with you," or whatever. And so and so now Iroh has to ditch him to go to this meeting. And so he's like, well, what's one thing that most teenage boys hate? Shopping. And so, like, he's just going, and he's, because he buys a lot of really just random stuff. Like, I can't remember how many armfuls, the soldiers all have, but, like, they're just, like, going by, and Zuko's like, we've wasted, like, the whole afternoon, we didn't find any, not even a single White Lotus tile. And I think he's just literally trying to ditch Zuko so he can go to this meeting. And, like, it just gets so sidetracked. Because they meet the pirates, and then Zuko's like, oh, we were gonna go do this. And Iroh's like, well, of course I'm gonna come along. Yes. So then, like, that's why at the end, he's like, so, funny story. It was the whole time.
Hey! So don't be mad.
So, I think Iroh was trying to ditch Zuko, and that's why they were shopping so much. And it just didn't pan out the way he wanted to. The next fan theory is about this monkey statue.
Okay, here we go.
So, I propose that the monkey statue is either cursed or it has a spirit trapped inside of it. And the spirit has to deal with greed. So either, like, the spirit cursed the item, and the spirit is, maybe the spirit of greed or whatever, or the spirit of greed is trapped inside of it. Either way, let's think about it here. So I think the pirates use it. They know exactly what the statue does to people, and they use it to profit. So they can profit off of a couple of different ways. The first one, somebody walks in, they see it, they're like enchanted or come under the curse of the statue, and it causes them to be greedy and like collect different things. So then they buy a bunch of different things at the store, or they also buy the statue. The pirates then track the statue to its new location, wait a couple of days, maybe even a week, for the person to continue to collect and all this stuff, and then they steal all that loot and the statue back, so they have new inventory. They make a profit off of the statue. And they
that is an insane theory.
Yeah, and so the statue is also like right by the door when you first walk in. So it's like one of the very first things somebody looks at when they walk in. Let's look at the evidence, shall we? By all means. When Qatar first walks in, it's like one of the very first things that she notices. And we have a musical cue and a camera cue for why this statue could be important. The music goes really eerie, and the camera starts tilting, zooming into Katara, and then it lands on the statue, and then you hear the creepy monkey noises.
It's like, ee.
Yeah. And so she actually falls under this spell of the statue, and that's why she wants the Waterbending Scroll so much. Obviously, she wants it because she wants to learn from it, but it's stealing really in Katara's character. Is she really willing to take that risk? And the only reason she took the risk was because she looked at the freaking statue.
This makes too much sense.
So the pirates aren't necessarily like, oh sorry, for some reason I was like, oh, Katara took the statue, but she doesn't. So Iroh comes in.
Slide that up her sleeve.
No. So Iroh comes in, and he looks at it, but he isn't taken by it. He just recognizes that it has some spiritual.
Oh, this is handsome.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's so handsome. And so he takes it because he recognizes that it has some spiritual attachment, which is the only reason why he buys it. And then keeps it on the ship to try and figure out what it is and stuff like that. And so the next time we see it in the Blue Spirit episode, and it's at the very end when Zuko's walking back, and I was the only one sitting on deck, but he's playing the Suki horn and he has the statue like on a table. Like, why would he take the time to set all that up?
It's a good point.
If he didn't realize what it was. So maybe the Suki horn was something to lift the curse, free the spirit.
Soothe the spirit!
Exactly. Or maybe he knew a spirit was inside of it and just wanted to have a jam session.
Y'all. Already writing your theory down, Brandi. Already. It's in the book. It's going right after, what is it? After Zuko. Why did Roku let Zuko go? You go ahead.
So, the theory continues.
It does? How much more can you have?
We're almost in here. In the Waterbending Master, Zhao hires the pirates to kill Zuko.
Yes.
Why in the world were the pirates there? They were there because they were tracking Iroh and Zuko to get their monkey statue back.
Oh my gosh, this thing is a sleeper spy, guys.
So, and they've been tracking them for weeks, trying to find an opening to get their statue back because it's part of their con. They need it. But they also don't want to cross Zuko again because the last time they did, things went south very quickly. So they just happen to be there. Zhao puts out the bounty or whatever. And they're there. So then they use that as a way to get revenge on Zuko, but also take their freaking monkey statue back. But wait, guys.
Oh my gosh, there's more. All right, Billy Mays, go for it.
Okay. In season 3.
My gosh, we're pulling the entire series for this.
The episode The Runaway, where Toph is scamming people for money and stuff like that. We see this very statue in their camp. Yep. So, that means the pirates got their statue back, and they continued their con. They get it, they move to different marketplaces, what have you. So, they have all this money. Toph comes across them. My theory is that Toph bought it because she doesn't realize that the gang has come across these pirates. She doesn't know what it is. The statue is also made out of stone, so it's a piece of art she can actually see. So she buys it because it's weird and it's kooky and she kind of likes it, and she's maybe kind of hoping that it creeps Katara out a bit. Who knows? So she brings it back, unknowing what it does, and then the rest of the gang fall under this curse of greed again. So Sokka buys hockey and all this other stuff. Who knows what wild things Aang buys, but they keep buying a lot of kind of useless stuff, especially because they're, again, just traveling by Appa. They're still hiding and everything.
You're nomads.
Katara falls under it again, and what she wants is the giant bounty that Toph would have if they turned them in. Toph says that the only reason why she wanted to do the con was to show that, you know, Katara could be fun like everybody else, but she didn't have to go that hard. They could have just done any type of thing, but Katara was greedy, and she went for the big one and was trying to get, like, you know, probably the biggest amount of money that they had ever had. And then obviously,
Wow.
spoiler alert, this plan goes south. They leave very quickly because of Combustion Man, and the pirates probably got their monkey statue again. And the con still continues.
Oh
to
my
this very
gosh.
day.
Oh my gosh. And you know,
That is the theory.
that is an incredible theory. That is like,
this all happened because my sister jokingly told me to make a theory about this freaking monkey statue.
you need to put that on Reddit or something. My gosh. That is a sound theory. Put that on Tumblr. Holy cow.
I can't believe how good it is.
That is, and you know, Katara probably wouldn't know that it happened. She's not as spiritual as Iroh or Aang, so.
Yeah, and like, I think even Katara continues to be like really possessive of the scroll afterwards, and I think it's just because like the effects haven't worn off. Like she's just like this, you know, all this mine. She's never been so possessive over something. I mean, yeah, she wanted to learn waterbending, but at the same time, like, it is just so out of character for her. Why can't it be about a cursed monkey statue? I think it is.
I 100% think it is. Also, you can see Radar's, like, playing with the curtain back here. So if you see blue streaks, it's not a phantom, it's just Radar. Because it started up when we started talking about the spirit inside the monkey, and I'm like... No, you got to post that. Totally. And it is now in the book for questions for the creators. Does the pirate monkey statue contain a spirit? Yes. Is it cursed? Is it cursed with greed? Why is Iroh playing a Sungi horn for it on the deck of the ship? There's questions. There's numerous questions with this one. I love it. I swear, I'm going to tweet them one day, and I'm just going to be like, dude, we do a podcast. You guys don't have to come on. Come on if you want, but just answer one of these. Pick your favorite. Please. Oh, my gosh. Well, are there any others?
No, that's it. That's it.
I think that is probably the best theory we've had come across here. Ever. So they need to just turn the legend of the pirate monkey statue. Bit of a mouthful, but Avatar PMS. Pirate monkey statue. I think that works very well. Here is the only. Yes, it has been. Here is the only safe for work artwork that I could find that was inspired by that scene. It's a little creepier, just because, you know, this is the look I give to my alarm clock every morning. Just, but with the sound.
To be fair, I think she would be just about that scared.
True, but I'm like, there's a ridiculous amount of fan fiction and fan art devoted to this. DeviantArt that's where this comes from. DeviantArt. Don't. Zutara is their ship name. Mm-hmm. Do not look it up. I have implemented the SFW filter for Reddit. Thank you, Rapunzel. But I found other websites are not quite as safe. So, but I wanted to point this one out because of the shading. It's a lot of times you find fan fiction or fan art that looks, I hate to say it, like this, which is like on pixel art, and it's like one tone, all of that. Despite the content, this one does a beautiful job with shading, and I'm going to go back and see if they have any more work, because I really enjoy their style.
Have a lot of depth there, and it's really good. I think that they also capture the emotion.
Mm-hmm. It's the eyebrows. But there really wasn't a lot of fan art. Yeah, well, there was hardly any fan art for this one. So if you find some, send it to me. But it was all Zutara, and trust me, next week it's all going to be Jet and Katara, and I'm gonna make my own fan art of a little voodoo doll. when I'm just gonna, the entire episode, I'll just be, it's fine. It's fine. We'll see how long it takes YouTube to shut down the stream.
I mean, it didn't happen with this one.
True. I should keep a page in the last page of this journal for Avatar and be a nipple counter.
Oh,
Just be like 1, 2,
no.
3. It. I promise this is like the most nipple-y episode there is. It will be this.
I think that this probably is.
It truly, yes. But that's all I have. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, Brandi?
I think that this is the most fillery episode that we have. Like, this is a filler episode. Like, I don't think a lot happens character-wise. Nothing really happens plot-wise. I think this is the first one that I could say, yes, filler episode. Should you skip it? No, because it's fantastic. It's still great. A lot of action. But, classic filler episode here.
Exactly. Like, I totally agree. There is an argument out there that because Katara teaches Aang waterbending, that it's important, but that could have been slammed into another episode. You could have easily fit that into any other episode, and it would have worked.
Yeah.
So, and well, okay, now we have that's a compelling argument. But pirates.
Oh yeah.
Not to be confused with butt pirates. That's a different section of the fandom. I'm just pushing that envelope tonight.
We've gone so far. Whew, we've talked.
What, an hour and 40 minutes, and half of that was probably just me making up stuff.
Thank you to everybody who sat here the entire time. Really appreciate it. Yes, I do. But we got, let's see, walked to the store, did grocery shopping, and made it. You're still streaming. It was a fun episode. What can we say? Yes, Katie needs a nap. Katie needs sleep. Katie always needs sleep. That's something you have to know about Katie. She always needs sleep.
I never get it. But yes, Rapunzel, Brianna, Mr. Miles, everyone for being so active in the chat. We had Louise X Sparrow. We had Lady Q pop in, LDG. And if you can't tell, I'm just scrolling back through the comments because I don't want to screw up anyone's names. I know we had one more. The person, yes, Michelle. There we go. Got everyone who tuned in. And for anyone who didn't comment, thank you for tuning in anyway. Thank you for everyone. Brandi, my amazing co-host. Always a pleasure to have you.
We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, so yeah.
I'm sure we would have found a way. I'd love to find a way to capture Katie's energy and bottle it. I don't think there's a bottle that could contain it.
I was about to say, I don't think that, like, even if you could, and then
you don't
I don't even think that another human being could take it. Like, you guys would flatline.
It's like you can steal in My Hero Academia. You can steal someone's quirk. Someone tries to steal my energy, they just dead. Totally dead. But yeah, so bye guys. See you next week? ? I'm free if you're free.
I mean, I hope so.
Yay!
What else I would be doing?
Unless, like, Mother Nature decides to finally give me a tornado for the first time in 2 years.
This is a possibility.
We'll probably be back. We'll definitely, yeah. But we are talking Jet, and we may or may not have a guest, potentially. We're going to try some stuff. Yes. So, thank you guys so much. One of those bottles that you swirl and make mini tornadoes. I have 2 of those behind me, actually. But take care, everyone. Mr. Miles put it best, and we'll see you all again here next week. Fingers crossed. Bye.
Bye. She left without ending the stream again, which I find funny and endearing. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I pressed the wrong button. Bye.